In today's Bite-Sized Bites, I want to talk about the difference between HTTP and HTTPS and the importance it has with AI. I was recently asked by a friend to explain the concept, and I think it's important to actually start with what HTTP is. HTTP is a protocol. A protocol is just a set of rules that two people agree upon so that they can communicate. In this case, it's your web browser and the web server. Now, the protocol is similar to the U.S. Postal Service, so you have a sender address and a recipient address, and it exchanges data back and forth. In its default form, it's kind of like a postcard, though. The information will get there, but anybody that wants to read it can. Similar to being in a restaurant that's busy, the conversation is private until somebody wants to listen in which case they can. Now, in the words of the South, that dog don't hunt, because we send information like passwords and credit card numbers over the internet, and we need a way to secure those. That's where the S, appended to HTTP, comes in. It's an implementation of security called Secure Socket Layers, and that's another protocol. Think of it like, instead of sending your message in the open, you take your message and you put it inside an encrypted envelope that people can't see, and then when it gets to the recipient, assuming they have the proper key, kind of like a secret decoder ring in a cereal box, then they can open the message and read the content. It's actually pretty easy to determine whether you're using the secure protocol or not just by looking at the URL bar in your browser. If it has the S, then you're secure. Some browsers like Safari still show the little padlock icon to indicate whether it's secure. Browsers like Chrome actually don't show that information by default anymore so that they can conserve real estate. But if you click on your URL, it will actually expand and show you if you are using the secure protocol. HTTPS matters because it protects your information online. It protects you against fraud and scams and makes sure that the site that you're dealing with really is who they say they are. Now, when it comes to AI, HTTPS generally isn't the problem we're talking about. HTTPS is just an encryption protocol, and we have those protocols for email or file transfers or even machines talking to servers on the internet. There's a difference between encryption and privacy. Encryption, by and large, has been standardized to prevent prying eyes from seeing data they shouldn't. But privacy in AI is kind of like the Wild West. It's an emerging frontier where we don't know what the landscape is going to be. For example, large language modules right now have been trained on information that many people believe they probably shouldn't have had access to. Things like news articles from large news agencies or artists whose images have been used to train AI and they haven't explicitly given permission. These privacy policy issues are things that are being discussed right now, and that's exactly why you need to get involved so that you can share your opinion and help make sure that the future is one that you're comfortable with. Anyway, thanks for joining us for this Bite-Sized Bite. See you next time.